This is the story of a tyrant who had absolute power and a young boy who had absolute faith.
You cannot kill me until you do what? What is this madness?
Gather everyone and say, in the name of the God of this boy.
Gather everyone.
And say, in the name of the God of this boy.
We believe in the God of the boy.
And it's the story of a crime so horrific, so evil, that Allah Himself immortalized the victim's victory in the Quran. A story that proves that true victory isn't always about saving your life, it's about saving your soul.
This is the story of Ashab al-Ukhdud, the people of the ditch.
Our story begins with a powerful, arrogant king. This king was obsessed with two things: his own power and his court magician, who used sorcery to awe the people and maintain the king's control.
But the magician was growing old and frail. His hands trembled. His power was fading. The king, paranoid about losing his magical enforcer, demanded the magician train a successor.
That one, your majesty. He is clever. He will learn the arts quickly.
And so, this bright young boy was ordered to walk to the magician's house every single day to learn the arts of deception and sorcery.
But on his daily journey, his path took him past the quiet, hidden cell of a pious monk.
The boy was curious. The magician's magic was loud and frightening.
One day, the boy stopped and listened.
What my Lord teaches is greater than what the magician teaches. My Lord is Allah, the one true God. He creates, He gives life, He gives sight to the blind. He is the Lord of all the worlds.
The boy was torn. He now had two teachers, the magician who taught him the illusions of power,
and the monk who taught him the power of the truth. He would sit with the monk learning about Tawheed,
the oneness of God, and his heart filled with faith. But this created a problem.
The magician anger me if I am late, and my family anger me if I am late. What do I do?
If you are late for the magician, say your family held you. If you are late for your family, the magician held you. But pray to Allah to find you a way out.
The boy's faith was growing, but he was still a student. He needed certainty. He asked Allah for a sign.
O Allah, if the way of the monk is more beloved to you than the way of the magician, show me a sign.
One day, his path was blocked by a ferocious beast. No one could pass. Chance. This was his test.
Oh Allah, if the monk's way is the truth, allow this small stone to kill this beast.
It flies through the air in slow motion, striking the massive lion. The lion roars.
This was it. The boy now knew with absolute certainty that his God was the one true God. He ran to the monk.
I did it! Allah showed me the sign.
My son, you have now surpassed me, but you will be tested. When that day comes, do not reveal my location.
The boy's faith unlocked new miracles. He became known as a healer. But he was clear. I heal no one. It is my Lord Allah who grants the cure.
Heal me, boy, and all of this is yours.
I cannot heal you, but if you will believe in my Lord, the one who created you, I will pray to him, and he will restore your sight.
This single miracle would be the beginning of the end. The courtier,
His sight restored, returned to the king's throne room, a changed man.
Your eyes, who restored your sight. My lord restored my sight.
And I am your lord, am I not? No. My lord and your lord is Allah.
The king was enraged. This was treason. He tortured the courtier, demanding to know who had poisoned his mind.
The courtier, in his agony, revealed the name of the boy.
So your magic has now reached the point where you heal the blind? Is this what my magician taught you?
Yes.
I heal no one. It is Allah who heals.
Renounce this, Allah, and return to my gods, or you will die a painful death.
My Lord is the only one worthy of worship.
The king, in his fury, also had the pious monk and the old magician arrested. He brought the monk before the boy.
Renounce your faith, old man!
The king then turned to the boy. But no threat, no torture could make him renounce his faith.
The furious king realized he couldn't break the boy's will, so he would break his body.
First, he ordered his men to throw the boy from the highest peak. The young boy cups his hands in prayer. Suddenly, a violent earthquake shakes only the mountaintop. The soldiers scream as they fall to their deaths. The boy is left standing, unharmed.
What happened to your escorts? What happened to your escorts?
My Lord, Allah, saved me from them.
Furious, the king ordered his men to drown the boy in the middle of the ocean. As the ship reaches the deep water, the young boy prays again. A sudden, violent storm appears, capsizing the ship. The soldiers are all drowned. The boy is left floating on a piece of debris, which gently carries him back to shore. The boy, soaking wet, walks back into the throne room again. The king sees him and nearly collapses with rage and terror.
The king was defeated. He had all the power in the world, but he couldn't kill one child. The boy, protected by Allah, was untouchable. The king's power was an illusion, and the boy was about to prove it.
This is the most incredible part of the story. The boy, seeing the king utterly humiliated and defeated, walks up to the tyrant.
The boy wasn't just trying to save his own life. He had a much, much bigger plan. A plan given to him by Allah.
Oh, king, you will never be able to kill me unless you do exactly as I say.
What? What must I do?
You must gather all the people, every man, woman, and child, in one large open plain.
You must tie me to the trunk of a tree.
Then, you must take an arrow from my quiver. Place it in your own bow. And before you shoot me, you must say, out loud, for everyone to hear.
Say what?
Bismillah, bi Rabbil Ghulam, in the name of Allah, the Lord of this boy.
The king was stunned. It was madness. But his ego couldn't bear the humiliation of his failures. He was so desperate to prove he could destroy him that he agreed to the youth's own terms.
The king gathered everyone. He took the boy's arrow, he drew his bow, aimed it at the boy, and then he paused. The entire city was silent, watching.
In the name of Allah, the Lord of this boy.
The king releases the arrow. In slow motion, the arrow flies and strikes the boy in the temple. The boy looks up, smiles peacefully, and dies. A single drop of blood falls.
The king had done it. He had finally destroyed the boy. He turned to the crowd, expecting cheers of his victory.
But the crowd was not cheering for the king. They were staring, first in shock, and then in absence.
His God is real. The king could not kill him until he used his God's name. We believe in the God of the boy.
We believe in the God but the boy. There is no God but the Lord of this boy.
This was the boy's plan all along. His sacrifice was not a defeat. It was the ultimate victory.
In one move, he had exposed the king's powerlessness and converted an entire nation to the truth. The king had lost everything.
The king was broken. His power, his reputation, his control, all gone in an instant. He was consumed by a satanic rage. If he couldn't have his people's loyalty, he would have their ashes.
He ordered his soldiers to dig massive trenches. They filled them with wood and oil and set them ablaze, creating terrifying rivers of fire.
Renounce the God of the boy and bow to me, or you will be thrown into the fire. Choose!
This was the final test. The people of the city, who had only been believers for a day, were now asked to make the ultimate sacrifice for their newfound faith.
One by one, the people refused. They walked to their deaths with a certainty
that the king could not understand. They chose Allah over the tyrant.
Then, a young mother was brought, holding her suckling infant. She looked at the raging fire, and for a second, her human fear made her step back.
And in that moment of hesitation, Allah performed one last miracle. A miracle to give her and all believers until the end of time strength.
Oh, my mother, be patient, for you are upon the truth.
Go forward.
The king thought he was winning. He sat there, as the Quran says, witnessing what they were doing to the believers.
He killed their bodies, but he could not kill their faith.
Allah recorded this event in the Quran. He did not condemn the king by name. Instead, he immortalized the victims.
Cursed were the people of the ditch.
Indeed, those who have believed and done righteous deeds will have gardens beneath which rivers flow.
That is the great victory. The king is a footnote of history, remembered only for his evil. And the people of the ditch are eternal heroes, their victory declared by Allah Himself.
They teach us that no matter how powerful a tyrant seems, their fire is cold and their power is temporary. But the truth and the legacy they left behind will never die.
If this reflection on one of the greatest stories of faith in the Quran brought you any benefit,
we ask you to like this video so this message can reach others.
The story of Ashab al-Ukhdud is a powerful reminder of what true faith and sacrifice mean. We truly want to hear your reflections. Please leave a comment below.
Thank you for your time. Assalamu alaikum